It's about 115 miles from Cleveland to Marion, Ohio, a scenic drive in late October. Behind me is the beautiful tomb of President Warren G. Harding and his wife Florence, certainly one of the major attractions in this central Ohio town. But it's the Halloween season, and we've come here to talk about a spooky mystery that even scientists can't seem to explain. Just across the street is the Marion Cemetery. Here you will find a tombstone that for years has been moving all by itself. Charlie, tell me a little bit about the monument.
Well, in 1895, after C.B. Merchant died, his family said, we've got to have a good memorial for him. And how they came up with this idea, I wouldn't know. I'm sure they thought that a monument like this, nothing would ever happen to it, that it'd always be the same, the huge ball that weighs tons. Well, but somebody came around later and said, hey, there's something wrong with that monument, it's turning. This area here,
that was the bottom.
Yeah, that's unpolished. That's the way the whole thing was. Then they polished it out, and that was right here on the base. It's been moving up in this direction for years and years.
Do they know why?
That's it. No one knows why.
Charlie Evers is a longtime Marion radio personality and says a lot of famous people have come to town to check out what causes the monument to continue moving now for almost 110 years.
Robert Ripley in 1929 heard about it and came here and studied it, and it appeared in his Believe It or Not columns all over the world. And so it became famous, and ever since, people have been coming here every year. Hundreds, if not thousands of people have looked at this and tried to figure out why it turns.
Incidentally, there's another similar ball tombstone in this cemetery, and it does not move.
I've listened to others freezing and thawing, but if it did that, how can a thing this big actually be lifted up by freezing water? I don't know. It's going to be a mystery, and I'll never find out.
A revolving tombstone, a real-life Halloween mystery. You know, there's absolutely no mystery at what the G&R Tavern here in Waldo is famous for.
The fried bologna sandwich is amazing, and the bologna salad is amazing. I always take that home so we can eat that later.
Someone probably said, if you build a better bologna sandwich, they will come. Or something like that. And if they didn't say it, they probably should have. Just ask the owner.
The original owner was George A. And he had a partner. His name was Roy Klingel. That's where you come up with the G&R. He wanted a German-style bologna, but he wanted a little more than just the German style. So it was the way they processed it, the ingredients, and then they smoke it for so long.
It's made special for you.
Oh, yes. When we receive our bologna in, it comes in a big log. And it's got our trade name on it. And we run it through a slicer because we have a minimum, thickness that we do on all our bologna.
How thick?
It's about this thick. In a week, this summer, we probably sold anywhere from 1,000 pounds to maybe 1,000, 1,100 pounds of bologna a week. Yes. And
that's a lot of bologna.
Yeah.
As for just how good it is, well, just ask the customers.
It's wonderful. I encourage everyone to come to this place and eat their bologna sandwich.
Bologna, the meat of many school-age memories, and you know what? It still tastes pretty good, and it's just a one-tank trip. I'm Neil Zerker, and remember, AAA will help you find the way.